An affair that was performing in secret in the shadows is now being brought into the. Archangel Michael says, I come with the sword of light, to pierce the veil and reveal what has long been concealed. You may not know this yet, but the heavens have already moved. I have been sent to you, not with sweet comfort, but with divine clarity. What once remained cloaked in shadows, hidden behind smiles and cleverly crafted lies, is now rising into the light. There's no stopping this. The spiritual timeline is shifted, and your soul is about to confront what it always knew deep within. An affair has been burning quietly behind your back, and the truth is now knocking at your door. This is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to deliver you. The one you trusted has been walking in double dimensions. In your presence, they spoke love. Behind your back, they surrendered that love to another. This betrayal didn't begin with physical actions. It started when their heart began turning toward another flame. The late-night changes in energy, the sudden guarding of their phone, the unexplained tension. All these were signs, not coincidences. You felt it. And now, heaven confirms it. This affair was not just emotional, it was spiritual. When two souls connect in secret, they open a door. And through that door, darkness often enters. This was not an innocent mistake. This was a calculated escape from truth. Someone in your life tried to have two lives, one with you, and one in shadows. But truth, my beloved, has never been silent forever. It only waits for the appointed hour to roar. That hour is now. Type Amen 495 to get the blessings. Archangel Michael says, I have come with a divine assignment, to remove the spiritual blindfold and give you eyes that see. I have come to strengthen your spirit for what you are about to hear, read, or see. The evidence is coming, clear, undeniable, and complete. A confession may fall out unexpectedly. A conversation may be overheard. A digital trail may rise up like smoke from a hidden fire. However it appears, know this, it is not coincidence. It is * divine exposure. You are not losing control. You are regaining vision. Though the pain may strike your heart like 1,000 arrows, you must understand, this is not punishment. This is purification. The lie that once surrounded you is being torn away, so you may walk into the next season of your life with power, not poison. You cannot carry betrayal into your destiny. And so, I have come to deliver you by fire, not to destroy you, but to forge you. There is a secret room, within your home, your heart, or their past, where this betrayal was born. Come with me now. Let me show you what your physical eyes could not see. In the spirit realm, there is always a location attached to deception, a secret space where lies are born, hidden, and fed. I call it the hidden room, and this affair was nurtured there in silence. This room is not made of wood or brick. It is spiritual. It could have been a quiet corner of your home, where glances turned into messages, or where late-night conversations were exchanged under the guise of work or stress. It may be a digital space, your partner's private messages, secret social accounts, or conversations that seemed innocent but had fire underneath. Or it may be a memory from their past, reawakened and indulged behind your back. This room was dimly lit, filled with excuses, shame, lust, and longing. And most dangerously, it was locked to you, but wide open to someone else. The one who betrayed you didn't just fall. They entered this room willingly, closed the door quietly, and made sure you never heard the click. And the person they entered with? They weren't lost, either. No, child. That other person wasn't confused. They were strategic. They studied you. They knew your name. They may have even acted friendly, supportive, smiling with hidden teeth. But in the spirit, I saw everything. Type Amen 984 to get the blessings. Archangel Michael says. The air in that room was heavy. It was not love. It was fantasy, rebellion, temptation, and pride. It was a connection born not from divine alignment, but from wounded egos, broken pasts, and unhealed desires. And though they thought they had buried it deep enough to be forgotten, I am here to tell you, the foundation of that room is now cracking. Because light is breaking in. The door that was once shut is now swinging open. Every secret text, every encounter, every emotional message soaked in forbidden affection, *Heaven is bringing it into view. Your dreams will start to reveal it. Your discernment will grow sharper. Conversations around you will echo the truth. You'll overhear things, stumble upon clues, and feel heaven gently nudging you toward full revelation. This is not an invasion. This is a rescue mission. I am guiding you into that room, not to relive pain, but to reclaim power. You deserve to know. You have a right to the truth. You are being positioned for emotional freedom, spiritual clarity, and the end of double-mindedness in your life. Where there has been secrecy, there is about to be a divine spotlight. Nothing will stay hidden. Archangel Michael, lead me into the hidden room. I will no longer fear the truth. I choose to see. I choose to stand in light. Reveal what has been concealed from me. The whispers in your soul, the dreams you dismissed, the unrest you felt, it was me. Type Amen 094 to get the blessings. Beloved, let me take you back to the first flicker, the first moment you felt something shift. You couldn't explain it. You couldn't prove it. But you felt it. A chill when they walked in the room. A sudden emotional distance that couldn't be named. A change in their rhythm, their laughter, the way their energy brushed against yours. It was like your spirit caught the scent of something foreign, something that did not belong in your atmosphere, That was not paranoia. That was divine awareness. Archangel Michael says. You must understand, your soul is equipped to detect spiritual disturbances even before your mind can process them. Your spirit and heaven are in constant communication. Long before you saw physical signs, your inner world began to tremble. That ache in your chest wasn't confusion, it was revelation. The fog in your thoughts wasn't weakness, it was a warning. Every time they were too tired to connect with you. Every strange silence after a message buzzed on their phone. Every moment they became overprotective of their devices. All of these were signals. And I was whispering. Look again. Ask deeper questions. This piece is not real. But your heart is pure. You wanted to trust. You wanted to believe in love, in loyalty. So you turned the other way, silenced the intuition, and carried on. Still, I did not leave you. I kept nudging you through dreams, through gut feelings, through sudden emotions that didn't match the moment. Type Amen 8575 to get the blessings. Do you remember the night you woke up in a cold sweat? That dream you had where you saw shadows or strangers in your home? That wasn't just your imagination. That was a spiritual alert. A breach had occurred. A covenant was being violated in silence. And your spirit cried out. But you were not ready yet to face the full truth. Heaven is wise. Timing is sacred. So the truth was held, not hidden from you, but preserved for the right moment, asterisk. That moment is now. You are stronger than you were then. You are more spiritually equipped. And now, what you once felt in shadows is coming forth in undeniable light. What was whispered will now be spoken. What you once feared will now be faced and defeated. Archangel Michael says, this revelation is not to torment you. It is to vindicate you. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are being prepared. Heaven does not allow truth to remain hidden forever, especially from those who walk in divine alignment. I will no longer dismiss my inner knowing. Spirit of truth, flood me with clarity. I open my heart to divine revelation. Let nothing remain hidden from me, not even from myself. Type Amen 495 to get the blessings. The mask they wore was never for you, it was to keep your spirit asleep. Child of truth, you are about to witness something difficult, but liberating. You are about to see the face behind the mask. The one who stood beside you, who swore loyalty, who played the part of partner, friend, or confidant, was carrying a double identity. And heaven is no longer allowing them to hide. This person, the one involved in the secret affair, carefully crafted an image, a version of themselves they wanted you to see. They knew your strengths, your compassion, your hope for goodness. And so they used that light to shield their darkness. They mirrored your morals, spoke your language, and smiled with rehearsed sincerity. But behind the curtain, their soul was drifting. They were not walking with you, they were walking beside you with secrets under their breath. They learned how to hide in plain sight. Archangel Michael says, do you remember those moments when they seemed overly defensive? Or oddly generous all of a sudden? Those weren't random. Those were cover-ups. That kindness wasn't always sincere, it was strategic. To calm your suspicions. To soothe the atmosphere. To make sure you didn't look too closely at the cracks forming beneath your feet. They wore the role well. They prayed with you, maybe. Supported your dreams. But their spirit was not fully aligned. They began to compartmentalize, giving pieces of themselves away, leaving you to hold the appearance of the relationship while they sought validation elsewhere. And now the divine hand has pulled back the veil. Type Amen 394 to get the blessings. You will soon hear or discover something that will reveal their true heart. Not just the physical betrayal, but their spiritual condition. You'll see how long this has been going on. You'll notice how calculated their behavior was. You may even recall moments when their lies were unbelievably bold, but you accepted them because you didn't want to believe otherwise. This revelation is not to shame you. This is a sacred unveiling. Heaven is not punishing you by revealing this truth, heaven is protecting you. Because who they really are matters more than who they pretended to be. This betrayal cuts deeply, yes. But in the tearing away of deception, your true self will rise. You no longer have to live in someone else's illusion. You no longer have to entertain half versions of love or loyalty. You are being released. What falls apart in truth was never mine to carry in the first place. She didn't stumble into this affair by accident. She stepped into it with full awareness, and a hidden plan. Now, beloved, we must shift our gaze to the one standing behind the veil, asterisk asterisk the third person asterisk asterisk in this secret story. The one who whispered into their ears. Who sent the message? Who smiled knowing you were nearby? Who played their part in this shadow dance, not with innocence, but with intent? Archangel Michael says. This other person had a motive. They weren't blind. They saw your name. They saw your bond. And they approached not out of love, but out of pride, competition, and a dangerous craving for control. This was not about connection. This was about conquest. Type Amen 395 to get the blessings. There are some spirits in the world that seek to attach themselves to the fruitful, people who glow with divine favor. And when they see your light, they don't desire to walk in it, they desire to steal what grows in it. That's what happened here. This woman, yes, I said woman, felt your presence long before she knew your face. She sensed your power, your purpose, your position in the one who betrayed you. And instead of honoring that sacred space, she tried to enter it like a thief in the night. There may have been flattery, pity, long, emotional confessions meant to draw your partner in like a net around a fish. No one understands me like you do. I feel like I can really be myself around you. Subtle words, but saturated in seduction. She created a false world where your partner could be admired without accountability, celebrated without correction. And little by little, that world became more alluring, until deception was complete. Archangel Michael says, Heaven has witnessed every word she spoke, every text she sent, every manipulative smile, every calculated encounter. She may think she's won, but she does not yet understand. This is a divine setup for exposure. Her motives are now on trial. Because, child, this wasn't just about your partner's weakness, it was about her agenda. And in the courts of heaven, that matters. She saw your relationship and still said yes. She noticed your presence and still stayed. She heard your name and still laughed in secrecy. Type Amen 875 to get the blessings. But now, heaven's light is rising like the morning sun, and nothing, will remain hidden. Her name may soon appear in unexpected places. A message may surface. An accidental meeting may bring her face to face with you. And when it happens, you will not crumble. You will stand in truth and power, knowing heaven already warned you, prepared you, and covered you. Spiritual warning: what is built on seduction cannot stand under divine truth. Her influence is already weakening. You have not been alone in this battle. Even while you were unaware, heaven was already moving on your behalf. While they plotted in secret, while their affection twisted in the shadows, the Most High saw everything. No whisper was unheard. No intention was missed. Every touch, every lie, every delay in coming home, heaven recorded it. And I, Archangel Michael, stood as a divine witness, sword in hand, waiting for the moment of heaven's command. That moment has arrived. The judgment has been declared. And the intervention has already begun. Archangel Michael says, you may not see it yet, but spiritually, the dominoes are falling. Conversations they thought were safe are now starting to unravel. Guilt is swelling in their chest. Paranoia is pressing on their mind. The one who played two lives is beginning to realize they're losing control. And the one who tried to invade your sacred space is already stumbling over her own lies. Yes, the storm has been authorized, but not to destroy you. It is to set you free. Type Amen 948 to get the blessings. You see, heaven doesn't just watch silently. When a child of light is being deceived, divine justice is called into motion. The holy courts reviewed your case. And I was assigned to carry out the sentence, exposure. Unraveling. Realignment, Even now, there are people being stirred to speak. Witnesses who will unknowingly confirm what you've suspected. Digital traces will resurface, text messages, missed calls, unexplained photos. Devices that once held secrets will begin malfunctioning. The truth will find you, no matter how far they try to bury it. And your spirit? Your spirit is awakening with supernatural clarity. You'll begin to feel the shifts. Their excuses won't sit right anymore. Their energy will feel off. You'll dream of confrontation. You'll wake up with names, words, locations echoing in your soul. That's not fear. That's * prophetic discernment. The truth is, they could never get away with it. Not with a child of destiny. Not with a heart so aligned with divine timing. Archangel Michael says, this intervention is heaven's way of saying, you've waited long enough. You've cried in silence long enough. Now it's time to restore what deception tried to steal. But listen closely, this moment will require your courage. As the truth rises, you'll be tempted to fall back into comfort, to deny what's being shown. But I say to you, stand in the fire, trust what you see. Trust what you hear. I will be beside you. When heaven intervenes, what was designed to break you becomes the very proof of your spiritual elevation. Type Amen 304 to get the blessings. What hurts now will one day reveal itself as the very door to your elevation. Child of light, I know the weight you're carrying. This betrayal feels like a tearing of your soul, a wound you never asked for. You may be wondering, why would heaven allow this? Why wasn't I protected from it before it began? But I must reveal to you a divine mystery. Not every exposure is a punishment. Some are preparations. You were never meant to build your destiny on a cracked foundation. And heaven, who sees the full picture of your purpose, allowed this affair to be revealed * not to break you, but to reroute you toward a future that honors your spirit. Archangel Michael says, for too long, your soul was partnered with someone who secretly pulled you away from your own calling. Their hidden disloyalty limited your growth, clouded your clarity, and robbed you of the full joy you were designed to carry. You gave so much of yourself, but the exchange was unbalanced. So heaven stepped in. This pain? It is sacred disruption. The kind that clears the room so new truth can enter. The kind that breaks the chains of counterfeit alignment and sets you on a higher, more holy path. You are not being abandoned. You are being positioned. Now, you will no longer second-guess your intuition. You will rise stronger, wiser, and spiritually alert. Your heart will not close, it will expand in divine maturity. You are being prepared for relationships rooted in truth, loyalty, and spiritual resonance. Type Amen 7578 to get the blessings. The road ahead may feel uncertain at first. You may question how to navigate the shift. But I promise you, there is something glorious coming. Heaven is preparing divine replacements for every area touched by betrayal. Friendships that nurture you. Opportunities that celebrate your value. Love that reflects heaven's purity. The betrayal was permitted, so it could be removed. And in its place, truth, wholeness, and peace will be established. But here's your part, do not cling to what God is tearing away. Do not romanticize what was built in shadows. Do not weep for the image of love that was never truly love at all. Your future deserves the real thing. The one who tried to harm you spiritually has unknowingly activated your next level of favor. What was meant to end you will announce your rising. Glory. Now that the truth is no longer hiding, neither should you. It is time to rise from the ashes, crowned in clarity and surrounded by angelic fire. Archangel Michael says, everything that was once hidden is now standing in the light. The curtain has fallen. The performance is over. The actors who played roles in your life, pretending loyalty while sowing deception, are being unmasked. But what matters now is not what they did, it is what you do next. You were not destroyed. You were delivered. You were not forgotten. You were chosen for clarity. You were not unloved. You were too valuable to leave in the dark. Type Amen 4855 to get the blessings. Heaven allowed this moment not as an end, but as your awakening. The emotional storm you've weathered has not made you weaker, it has sharpened your spirit. What you once doubted about yourself, you now begin to see clearly. You are always worthy of more. You've walked through fire, yes. But look, asterisk, you are still standing, asterisk, stronger. Wiser. No longer bending to illusions or shrinking for the comfort of others. The truth that once terrified you is now the wind beneath your wings. And I, Archangel Michael, have been here all along, shielding your heart, guiding your soul, and waging war in realms you could not see. Every tear you cried was seen. Every moment of confusion, documented. And now? Now is the hour of your empowerment. It is time to rise. Not just emotionally, but spiritually, relationally, prophetically. Archangel Michael says, this betrayal ends today, not because they stopped lying, but because you stopped accepting false peace. You no longer need their apology to move forward. You no longer require their confession to know the truth. Heaven has shown you what your heart refused to see. That is enough. From this moment forward, walk in alignment. Let your spirit lead. Trust your divine instincts. What once broke you is now beneath your feet. The weapon formed against you did not prosper. In fact, it promoted you. You are no longer bound by silence. You are no longer haunted by half-truths. You are no longer waiting for love to return from someone who left the covenant in spirit long ago. Type Amen 347 to get the blessings. Archangel Michael says, now, you are standing at the doorway of destiny. Behind you, shadows. Light, love, and a future heaven is shaping with your name written into it. You are not being rescued. You are being revealed. Type Amen 4854 to get the blessings. If you think the video gives you some help, then subscribe to this channel and make sure to hit the like button for more videos.